Alright, what's up guys? So for this video I'm going to be talking about Joseph Kony, or whatever you want to call him. I think it's Kony, whatever. So there's all this upstir about saving the kids, all this different stuff, stopping Joseph Kony, and this is supposed to be the world uniting for a really good cause, all this different stuff, right? Yes, I think I read Obama sent 100 troops to like keep the peace or whatever. I don't know exactly what's happening with the 100 soldiers. They're supposed to be helping the Ugandan army help keep peace or whatever. Okay, so for my personal opinion on this, because this is my vlog, so my personal opinion, we should stay out of it. Leave Joseph Kony alone and instead help the government itself. Like, build up the government of Uganda, have it be stabilized, that way it could take care of itself. There is no reason, absolutely, again saying, no reason for our US military to go take care of someone else's civil unrest. They have a government, let the government govern the people, just like our government governs us. You don't see when we had riots about black prejudice, or during World War II about stuff, we didn't invite other countries to come take care of our civil disputes. No, we took care of ourselves. Why? Because we have a working government. So like I said, help their government take care of their civil problems. Makes perfect sense. Instead, everyone wants to donate money on making this dude super popular, so that way you can find a warlord of a militia commanding 30,000 plus, 30,000 plus kid soldiers, and the numbers don't cover like his grown followers, like people over the age of 18 and whatnot. He doesn't cover that. We just know that. Well, I think we do. I'm not sure about that, but we just know that he has 30 plus soldiers that are kids. Now, our 100 soldiers aren't going to do crap against 30,000 plus. That's impossible. Literally impossible for 100 soldiers. And then Ugandans, they're not, united. And plus, it's not just Uganda that he's been in. He's been in multiple other countries growing in size. Now, problem is, even if we could suppress, kind of, I guess, like round them all up, they're pushed by a religious belief. And we all know that religious beliefs are very strong, and it's really hard to break that. Let's look at the Shiites and Sunnis. They're killing each other forever because one believes something and the other doesn't. This is the same thing. It's Christians against Muslims, pretty much, is what he's trying to say. He's a Christian extremist, even though some stuff doesn't point to his actual Christian beliefs. Regardless, he's still claiming a Christian extremist beliefs and all this different stuff. Yes, I do not agree what he's doing about making the kids kill their parents and then joining a military and selling the little girls off to sex slaves. That's terrible. I'm not saying to disregard everything he has done. I'm saying take care of the bigger problem instead of just one little faction of it. Plus, I don't know why everyone's getting worked up about this. This is all over the world, yet you guys only want to help one thing. That happens all over Africa. There's militias running everywhere in Africa, so get educated about that first. If you're really planning to take on one militia, better be ready to take them all on. Otherwise, it's like we just freed one country that can possibly be taken over by the other militias. Pointless. Then plus, sex trafficking is all over Asia. That's a huge one. Europe, they do it all the time. Why not take care of those problems too while we're at it? Don't concentrate on one little detail. And like I said, help the government, which would help stop it from happening again in Uganda. I personally, I don't believe our U.S. troops should be getting sent over to help another country with their own civil unrest. That's really my problem, is that we are willing to send our own troops to probably sacrifice their lives because of someone else's, mistakes. Now, everyone's like, well, yeah, we did it before. And what happened? Iraq. We went there, took out Saddam Hussein, and boom, we're there, like, still trying to keep the government stable and whatnot. Yes, we've been pulling back a bit, but we're still there. Why? You cut the head off of the whole government as in a dictatorship. Everyone wants to fight for the power. Whether it's Saddam Hussein's followers that still strongly believe it, Shiites, Sunnis, all this different stuff happened. Why? Because we took off the guy that was in control without first solidifying something in order when you take him off, it stays there. That's why I'm saying don't deal with Kony yet, deal with the government. That way when you take out Kony, no one's fighting for power. They have a government to rely on and can turn to instead of everyone just mass murdering each other to get in control. That's retarded. It's just beyond retarded for people to think so short-minded about this whole subject. That's my thing. And again, we did this in Vietnam. There was unrest. We went there, and we built a base, started building bases all over the place, got involved in the wars, and boom, Vietnam War, which countless peoples have died, and soldiers were scarred for what they had to do. That's where the Vietnam War is when PTSD was really noticed. Now again, do we really want to send our soldiers over there to solve someone else's civil unrest? Why? We have our own problems here. Not to sound selfish, but we have our own problems here that need to be taken care of. There's Americans that are denied all these different things, yet we want to go and help others when we should help our brothers here in our own country. Now, sure, yes, we can help other people, like I said, help their government, not deal with their problem. Give a man a fish he eats for a day, teach a man a fish you feed him for a lifetime. If we take care of the one little problem that they have, yes, it's little, I'm saying little, because it's all over the place. If we take care of that one problem, one, everyone goes for the top, they want that position. Two, we don't help the Ugandan government, so they can't do anything really to help prevent this from happening again. We're not helping, we're just prolonging another leader from entering that militia's head command. So, really think about what you guys are really asking our government to do. Like, really put some thought into it. Yes, it is terrible what is happening to those kids, but this has been happening forever, and don't get all worked up now because you just realized it. That is your fault for being blind to the fact of the world. Don't jump to quick stuff. Actually think about it. And I'm not saying drop it. I'm saying think about a smarter way than just taking away the head position of a militia and letting them go and try to fight for it. And some people say, well, then we'll just keep killing them. So your idea of justice for what is happening in Uganda is just to murder everybody that's responsible for it? Well, then you'd have to murder the kids. The kids are brainwashed, they're desensitized. That's why they're killing their parents. It's a desensitized, sensitive thing. They kill the brain, not really kill the brain, but they kill like your human instincts on this is wrong, I shouldn't do it. He's making the perfect soldier out of a little kid. You mold that mind, they will follow you. So, it's pretty much going to be loyal, plus, you'd have to fight anyways. They're not just going to back down, it's a militia. They have a strong core belief, and they're going to fight for it. So, we would send troops to kill little kids and the grown-ups that are having that belief in them. So, you're asking us to, again, you're asking the government to go over there and fight someone else's war for them. Think about that. We're already in wars. We have the ones in Iran, Afghanistan, all that different stuff. The Middle East is in turmoil, and we're stuck in that. And you want us to go into Africa and get stuck in there too? Like, how thin do you want to spread everybody? How much lives do you want to put in danger because of your own personal beliefs? Really think about that. Really think about that. Do you? I'm a military brat. Personally, I wouldn't want to send my dad and his friends over to Uganda so they could help a government that won't even try itself. I mean, sure, yes, they've probably tried, but obviously they're failing, so let's build the government up so that way the government can do something about it. That's what I'm saying. Build up their government. Don't solve their problems for them. Plus, it would just be, it would literally kind of be like a war. We'd have to kill everybody if that's how you guys are wanting it. You can't just arrest the leader of militia and think it's fine and dandy, like they're not going to retaliate or they're not just going to get a new one and continue what they're doing. So again, I ask everybody, please think about this. Use your heads. Like, actually think about what this is all about, and think about what you're asking our government to go and do. Peace out, guys. I don't care if you guys hate on this. This is my personal belief, and I really want everyone to start thinking with their heads. You don't have to agree with me. I'm just asking everybody to stop, take a breather, don't get caught up in the emotions of the little kids and all this different stuff, because you're getting pulled by your heart. Sit back, look at the picture, think of a better way than just capturing him and thinking it's going to be done and over. Really think about it. So that's all I really got to say about it. I'm kind of heated about it because some people are just stupid and ignorant, and they called me out about my beliefs and said it was not going to do anything, which I'm pretty sure it would. And if you know anything about government and politics, you would probably agree with me on this one. But, you know, anyways, peace out, guys. I don't care what you do to this video. This is just me venting, I guess. Much love. Deuces.